Elmo. Hello everybody, Skylar here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. So this idea came to me in a fever dream, and I was basically just like, you know, I could probably let the intrusive thoughts win on this one, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to be turning this Elmo doll, this like, I forget what the type is, it's like the dance one, not the tickle me one. That's just kind of odd. We are going to turn this into Helpy from Help Wanted 2, specifically the mini game where we're doing like stuff to him. That makes sense. So I'm gonna be turning Elmo into that, and then also making like a little stand for him to lay on, and then I also plan on trying to make the mask thing that you use for that, just for like a fun thing. But I should probably test him first, just to make sure it works. Spanish. This isn't sponsored or anything, I just let the intrusive thoughts win. Oh, Elmo, you're so funny. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where I was going with that one. So it's been a couple days. I officially finished Helpy. And yeah, let's get into the showcase. For those who are curious, because I know some of y'all are gonna be, like, morbidly curious, like, did you keep Elmo's skin? Why would I keep Elmo's skin? That, oh my goodness, guys, that... You guys are crazy. Let's just get into this review. So, man, it's felt like it's been ages since I've done one of these like showcase videos. How have you guys been? If you guys enjoy my showcases, be sure to leave a like and subscribe or something. But yeah, so here we go. Here is Helpy officially. Bada bing. There he is. But yeah, he's got his cute little face. This light is a bit of a mother... There we go, now you can see his face without the weird shadow. But yeah, so here's his little face. I think I did a pretty decent job recreating Helpy. I personally really liked the look I went with. Some people said they didn't like the black lines. I did that part on purpose, basically to match the aesthetic of my Scrap Circus Baby cosplay that I'm currently working on, because I have a project that I'm going to use this guy and that one, or that costume in, so feel free to guess what that could be. But more on that at the end of the video. So yeah, let's get into it. I had to back up the camera a little bit so you guys can see the whole guy. So this is his entire self, or entire body. I think he turned out surprisingly cute, and I started this project as like a little bit of like a haha, I let the voices win kind of a thing, but then it turned out really cool, and a lot of people liked the TikToks I made of him, and yeah, so thanks for the TikTok views, I guess. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so this was a Elmo toy. I did keep a little bit of the Elmo aesthetic, basically. These were the original shoulder pieces here. I thought they looked really cool when I painted them silver with the little wires sticking out. So instead of having his arms connect all the way to his body, I did that, and I personally really like how it looks. Unfortunately, there is a little scratch right there. I have repainted it like 4 times, but because his mouth moves and rubs up against it right there, it'll always be there. Sorry. And yeah, so then his feet are just painted silver as well, and then I basically attached just fabric over these sections so that they're nice and flexible. Same with his arms. So these bits are all flexible and squishy so that when he's moving around it doesn't like crack or break. And then the rest of his fur is just glued to the actual figurine itself and the head. And yeah, I know you guys are dying to see him move, but I have one more thing I wanted to show you. His chest opens up. Ta-da! So it is a little dark in there, but you can see there's like some colored wires. I did add a little light box right here in his door that I can turn on because I put some fairy lights around the inner lining of this hole here, so it lights it up a little bit better. So this is what it looks like with that on. Ta-da! You can see it's a bit brighter, or it's got a bit of an actual glow. And then obviously if you get a nice light in there, you can see it's all nice and silver and stuff. And the cool thing about this is when he's moving, a lot of these little pieces in here move as well. So it's like a very oddly satisfying, personally. But yeah, so let's turn him on. As you can see, I immediately took out his voice box because that song was getting very annoying very fast. I do still have it though, and I didn't cut it to get it out, I just unplugged it because the way all of Helpy's appendages and limbs worked was there was a circuit board on the back of him and they all plugged into that. So I just unplugged the speaker and voila, no more noise. I might actually reinstall the speaker though, because I kind of miss the little goofy Elmo song, especially the Spanish version for some reason. It just makes me happy. So I might cut a little door for his back to open up so I can reattach the speaker if I want to have it on or off. But we'll see if I actually do that. But yeah, so his little eyes are googly eyes that I painted to look like Helpy's actual eyes. So they do bounce around and jiggle and stuff. See, they move. So you can like look to the side depending on which ways he's looking. And if he's upside down, he'll be like, ooh, and so on. So that is specifically for a reason, which this is kind of funny. But the main reason I did this was because I'm gonna make the torture mini game as a horror short. So I basically needed a Helpy that could struggle. I know that's kind of messed up, but it's for the authenticity of the project. But yeah, so he still has the buttons in his little hands here, so this side does the Elmo slide but with no sound, and this side does, I think, like a response thing, but I never really read what it said in the packaging. But I've been mostly using this side because he flails his arms more when I press this button. So this is it without any music or nothing. He just sort of opens his mouth and does a little dance. I do kind of like the movement noises. So yeah, I pretty much bought this and made this so I could put him on his back on this table and have him flail about like so. So let's get a closer look at this. Ah! Sorry. And here he is on the table. He's fine. He's just resting. Let's get a look at this little box first. But yeah, so I made this little bed for him. I tried to make it look like it was padded. These spokes, man, it is hard. This is upside down and backwards. There we go. These little spokes here are to hold him in place so when he's flailing about he doesn't roll off the little bed, and then it actually has a bit of a divot in here so that his rounded bottom will fit as well. And then right up here, this part is just a hole covered with fabric, so that with him moving his head back and forth it doesn't affect the movement at all. And yeah, so then over here on the side here, this is going to be a little screen, so I'm going to animate like a little diagram of HELPY on here, and or like the glitch trap pop-up. And then these are the little controls that the person can use. It's pretty cool. Let's get a close-up of this. So it's got a little dial, a button, a couple red lights. This black one I'm gonna make into a secondary small screen with some editing tricks and stuff. We got another red button, and we got a little red and green indicator, and then we got this little joystick. But yeah, and then the last part is on this back side here. As you can see, I've got a little gas mask attached. So it just sort of unpegs off of these two little spokes here, and then it's just on this like semi-flexible tubing, and it's just this little it used to be like an Easter egg piece that just fits perfectly over HELPY's mouth for the minigame. And then it just sort of, if I can get it on there, there we go, snaps right back on. So that is a look at this, and now I will show you what HELPY looks like inside. Alright, here's a bit better of an angle. I'm gonna zoom it in a little bit. There we go. And yeah, so press his little arm button. He starts flailing about. So just like smack him with a hammer, and then he goes, "Ah!" He's like, "Ah!" And with the googly eyes, as you can see, he looks quite ridiculous. He's like, "Ah!" I love it. Shut up, HELPY! Shut up, HELPY! Quiet! Quiet, HELPY! And then lastly, here's a little close-up of the internal mechanisms all moving around. See, there's like little pulleys and bits moving up and down and around. I did modify it and glue on a couple things, but I think it looks honestly really cool. Hey guys, editor Skylar here. I am just now realizing I never showed you guys what happened to the old HELPYs that I did. So I still got buff HELPY, he's just chilling there. And then the other one, he kind of oh boy, off of the shelf, and well, let's just say he's had better days. Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier, but the bottom of this box, I actually did use the box Elmo arrived in to build his little bed, so I thought that was a fun tidbit. And yeah guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the horror short where I beat HELPY to death with a hammer. Mark would be proud.